Welcome back to another video. This is Real Reflex. I'm Kyle.
Chris.
And I am Sam. What's up?
Today we are reviewing A Quiet Place Day One, man. Now, this is a movie series that I did not watch until recently this past week. And I love these movies. They're interesting concepts, but they always seem to work. I don't know. They always seem to work. But anyways, we got A Quiet Place Day One. This is supposed to be the origin story of the series, I guess.
Mhm.
And just starting off like how are we feeling? Like how are we feeling about the movie?
Um, I feel like it was decent, solid movie.
Mm.
I personally like the first one, probably the best out of the three. I think this and the second one's probably neck and neck. This one might beat it a little bit, but yeah, I didn't really have expectation going to the movie, so I didn't know what to expect. So and like overall, I thought it was a decent movie and it was solid.
What about you, son?
Um, honestly, honestly, I really enjoy this franchise. Me personally, I saw the first one in theaters, saw the second one in theaters, and the third one in theaters. And honestly, I truly enjoy it. I think it's one of those trilogies. Well, I would say it's my favorite trilogy, but it's one of those trilogies that I could watch um if I was to one day just sit down just to watch it and whatnot. I would thoroughly enjoy it, mainly because I feel like in such a way, like you mentioned in the beginning, Kyle, the concept, of noise and sound, of how powerful it can be, So, and I definitely enjoyed the whole thing, every aspect of the film. So, me personally, I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. Um, yeah, overall, I think it was. I really enjoyed this one. This one was good.
Yeah, for me, I agree. I really like this movie. I think it's a good movie.
Mm,
I would say the highlights for me of the movie was like I think the soundtrack was this amazing soundtrack. I mean, the score and some of
mm,
the scenes um were really like touching to me. I feel like the one with the puppet scene, that score was really good.
yeah.
And the score when they were eating like when he was doing like the trick of the card and stuff. I thought that score was really good and it was
Yeah.
really like heartfelt. I feel like this one was a little bit more. I would say a bit more in tune with the human emotion aside of,
Mhm.
and so yeah, this is probably I would give it. I would say the first one's the best one, and I put this one right in the middle to me.
Oh, I didn't know it was rating right now, but
Really, I'm just ranking. I'm just talking about it.
okay, fair enough, fair enough. Um, Chris, you got anything to say?
Well, you about to rank it right now?
No, no, I'm not gonna rank it. I was just about to uh speak my piece really about
Go ahead. You go ahead.
um honestly, when it comes to the sound score, um honestly, I feel like the what was so much more like, I don't know, more meaningful to me was just more of how the use of sound, basically. um the use of sound, the use of what, noise, you know what I mean, like how noise can be a or just sound in general, how sound can be a use of either a tool, or or something to cause harm, really. And this film was very
That's
uh,
actually a good point.
huh.
That's actually a really great point. I didn't think about like all the different sounds that they were
Yeah,
showing us. Like,
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
that's,
And yeah, that's basically how I was like looking at it. I was basically kind of watching it through that lens of, of how sound, because in the beginning of the film, it tells you, how loud the city is. It's like what, 90 decibels,
mhm.
and it got louder, and then all the way till the end, it got silent. And I think that was just a great use of of starting the film. You know what I mean? From the beginning, of how not only that, but like emotions also too come from sound. Does that make? I don't know if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
So
that's when they were screaming.
Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. Especially in that room, when they were suppressing their emotions, because what because the sound of that could get them killed and whatnot. And yeah, I was just that I don't know why, but I was just like watching it through that lens. I was just like really fascinated about that, and I was like, and certain scenes were really like emotional when it comes to, especially in that scene, you're not when they're not able to, express their feeling, their emotions because afraid of the sound that comes out. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Also with the sound, we saw like the music. I think was a
Mhm.
big part of the main character was I forgot her name. I'm sorry, but she was really like in tune with music and the way like it made her feel and the way it connected her with her past and it kind of like in this world you like really can't like listen to music loudly, without it being a danger to you.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, I'd like to go more into like the character, the main character we see. We see her, or we are introduced to her with her have given up on life. Basically, she's done. She has
Mhm.
nothing to live. She thinks cancer has already beaten her, and she has nothing to inspire her to live on.
Yeah.
And I think the balloon scene why it's so touching to me is like because the balloon represents like um how much life is in you. And I think
Mhm.
when the balloon got popped, it was kind of like that all that life got
Like,
drained,
yeah,
and that's I think it was like a symbolism of her of cancer of that
yeah,
for her. It was like the cancer kind of drained her sense of living out of her. So I think that's why that scene was like so touching to me.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I 100% agree. I think I don't think I could said it better because um yeah, especially that scene where the I feel like she kind of put herself in a way where that's I feel like in a way she kind of went back and thought like and how it was in the beginning, you know what I mean? And then to maybe when she finds out that she had that cancer, and then to win it towards the end, and how like the balloon kind of like represents that to her, or she sees herself that way. And yeah, you said it very well, Kyle. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So how do we feel about the cat being a big main character in this one also as well?
Cat was a paid actor. That's wild.
I was thinking like, is this cat real? Like, wow, how they getting this cat to do these specific things?
Facts. And the
So,
cat, the cat didn't make a peep. Was it just me? It was like the cat did not make one noise. Like she didn't, like the cat didn't even meow, nothing. I was like, what?
it is kind of the perfect pet for that kind of
Right?
atmosphere.
That kind of environment. Yo,
Our dogs probably died within the first 2 weeks.
yo.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, was there like any point of the film where you sitting down, you're watching it, and he's like, "Where's the cat? Like, where did it go?" Like you kind of like I like the way that the cat was also, like you said, the cat was also a character, because in the back of your mind you're also thinking, "Wait, where's the cat? I is it are they, you know what I mean?" So, and I was like, that's the I like the way that they wrote the cat into this. It made it adds more to the film. It adds more to you as an audience, because like there's so much chaos going on. Not You're not only worried about everybody else around you, but like you also there's something. I feel like it's the same way with like having kids in this environment. You know what I mean? You're trying to escape, you're trying to run, but you got kids and whatnot, and one of them goes missing and whatnot. You just like everything goes into chaos. So yeah, I think that was a good representative of that. That was really good.
Yeah, I thought that cat was gonna die when he was in the it was like early in the movie.
Yeah.
It was the main character and the dude, the nurse. It was just them two, and the cat was trying like opening the door or
Ring the
something.
bell.
Oh yeah, yo, that
It's like,
was tough.
yeah, yeah, it's
I'm
over.
back.
That's probably one of my favorite scenes when the creature is all up in the dude's face, and
Oh
he
yeah.
has to stay so calm. If he makes like one huff or like
He's done.
a little sniffle, it's over with. That
Yeah,
yeah, it was like that's good poise by him. So
honestly.
But also I saw the cat as kind of like her guardian angel or something in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like she brought them two together by
Yeah,
and she was kind of like the calming force between them.
yeah,
Yeah, I think that was a really good way to use. animals as that's like
Yeah,
that. You know?
yeah, I agree. I agree. That was a good, that is a good way to really use that. Was there any point in the movie where you guys were like, "Yo, we are really dumb as humans"? Because like, you know what I mean?
Yes, me and Chris talked about
wait.
that.
When
Bro, we're really dumb as humans, yo. Like we do, like what?
look, when they were all walking,
Yo, no. You know what pissed me off? You know what pissed me off? The person who's dragging the suitcase. I'm like, are you serious?
like y'all have to understand all these footsteps, all these wheels, and
All
y'all
at once? Like,
Oh, okay.
you're not thinking,
Like it makes no sense.
bro. Bro, nah, that part irritated me so much. I was like, we really are our own worst enemy. Like, what?
Just pure dumbness. Common sense isn't common these days.
Oh man, yo, nah, that scene had me tight. I was hot. I was wearing a hoodie. I was like, yeah, I'm taking this off.
But also like another scene was the scene where the dude was like, "Oh, we're all gonna die," and then the black dude. I was like, "Bro,
Oh yeah. What's his name? Dijon him.
yes,
Chris,
yeah."
you can put the
He
photo right there. Yes. Yo, it was great seeing him actually. Look, I feel like this is one of those actors that like we should be able to see more. He's a great actor, to be
he's
honest.
always like a side character, like in big movies. I feel like
Yeah, and man, like his even though he was on the screen for a short period of time, I enjoyed the scenes that he had, especially with that scene with when the guy, like you mentioned, the guy was like, we're about to die, we're about to die. He's trying to shut him up, like you idiot. You're not even gonna kill yourself, you're gonna kill everybody else around you. Like, are you dumb? And then and then to a point where like he's pretty much just he had to do what he had to do. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
oh, like it was like his kid was watching this. I'm like, dang,
yeah.
saw it. I think his kid saw it.
oh,
I didn't
Yeah,
think
that scene was tough. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, and when it comes to just that scene too, because it kind of shows you like in a way you just have to do whatever it takes to survive. Because clearly people are not smart at all. Like they don't use their noggin, bro.
that was very selfish of that dude to like yell like that. Like, what are you doing?
Right?
Like, if you're gonna do all that, then just go out in the middle of the street and do that. Don't like everybody else is still trying to survive and stuff.
Oh my goodness, that scene's gonna be hot. Just thinking about it now. It's
But
just
what themes did you guys think? I mean, you guys took from this movie?
theme.
Yeah, like
Well,
what did you like feel like the movie was trying to like tell us?
to tell. My takeaway was
To get from
silence. Huh?
or like what did you get from the movie basically?
My takeaway was silence can be a tool or wait, what did I say? I think it was dang, I'm losing my train of thought. Come back to me. I gotta go to my notes. I think I wrote it down. Hold on.
Well, for me, I think this is such a complex one. I just think it's the most complex one out the three.
Mm.
Um, I think it's like sometimes you need other people to inspire you to live on or have that fire, get that fire back in you.
Mhm.
And I thought it was a beautiful story of how she found her joy again, and she found her happiness again, and she was content with in the movie. So I really thought that was a really good storyline that we saw her progress
Yeah.
through.
And I can add, I can agree to that. Like you said, um, in the midst of chaos, something so simple or small can bring joy into your life, and yeah, and I think that was a really great way of saying that. But the quote that I had was well, I guess my theme of this was silence can be powerful, can be a powerful tool. It can even save your life. And in the use, yeah, like in the use of silence, where you have to, and I guess in that world, maybe in the real world too, but not sure. But in this theme, in this concept of this world, silence you know, can save your life in certain situations. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's kind of what I got from me. I'm not quite sure. I might have to rewatch it again. You know what I mean? Yeah, to kind of like.
I feel like adding on to what you said is like silence can also like be the death of you because like she was if you just die and be silent then like you didn't really get anything out of your life like but like if you I don't know you know what I'm trying to say like with the
Yeah,
sound
yeah, yeah. No, no, because that's why I say I think like silence can be
it can be
powerful. It's not always the right choice, or it's not always good, but it can be, and and that's why I think I said it in that way. It's just that in certain things, in certain aspects, but yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't really think about a theme, so I can't really speak on that. But like, I'll just say that like I liked how she came to peace when she at that final scene. I think it spoke a lot of words.
yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like if she would have got on the boat and lived, well, like I don't.
There wouldn't have been much meaning to it. Is what you're saying?
she went out on her terms basically.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Also, you think they would have had the supplies to like keep her alive? Like,
That's true.
It's tough.
That's
But
also one thing.
do you guys have anything any critiques of the movie? I have one, but this is
bad about it.
yeah.
Mm,
I have one, but this is because of all the movies. I just feel like the greatest strength of these movies is the greatest weakness of this movie.
weakness. Yeah.
The lack of dialogue. I feel like sometimes for me, I kind of get like a little like uninterested or like a little like dozed off if I don't have like a lot of dialogue, and I'm a dialogue person, and I just think sometimes it doesn't work for me, but sometimes it does. And some moments of this movie, I felt like, ah man, I wish they were talking. I wish they were
Talking.
expressing in some different way. I just think there's not enough dialogue in all these movies that I'm watching. That's my one critique.
I don't know. I might have to disagree, Kyle. I might have to disagree because like you said, in certain situations, I feel like silence speaks so much louder than in certain scenes. Let's go back to that scene where he did doing in her apartment, right? And I think that was a perfect way of using your surrounding and sound and silence in a way to really express your emotions, your pain, because you felt that in that scene. You felt the pain, you felt the emotions between the two of them, especially with her, of what she's going through, of who she's lost in her life and things like that. So I don't know, I have to kind of disagree when it comes to that. I think it was
why I said that was because like I feel like the scenes that I love the most were the scenes where there were a little
right,
a little
dialogue. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. But I don't know. I think a lot of certain films, if you know how to use it, if you know how to really use it, if you really understand it, I think you can make it work. When it comes to just no dialogue and whatnot. I think one example would be that episode of Mr. Robot. You remember what episode I'm talking about? There was straight up no dialogue. It was just straight
oh yeah
and whatnot that's going on. So yeah, I think sound or just silence can speak so much if you just really know how to use it, and you really understand it, and not just listening, but what you're viewing too. So yeah, agree to disagree in that way. You know what I mean?
personally, but yeah.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to rank the movie? Like
I already did.
I mean, rate the movie and see if we disagree or agree.
Yeah, out of 5, I'll give it a solid 3. It was cool movie. We didn't mention this, but I did like when we saw the more of the creatures, like where they at and what kind of where they stay at a little bit. That was a good, thing to add in there, because I was always curious, like in the first two, like where these people, where they always be at when it's like they're not out and about. So that was cool.
I guess I give it a 3.5. I think it's a really good movie. I think they do really good with the emotion from the scenes and the score. I think the score is amazing. I'm gonna be thinking about it for a while. So yeah, I think they did what they set out to do, and I always applaud movies for doing that. So yeah, I give it a 3.5.
Okay. Me, I would rate this a 4 out of 5, honestly. Yeah, I really enjoyed this franchise and what is. I just hope they get better as they go. And for this one specifically, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the theme, the you know of what of how I feel like again in the aspect just shows you that film is not just you know all about dialogue and you know music and whatnot. It's just more to it. There's more to just pictures and color and whatnot. So, and yeah, I enjoyed this one. I enjoyed this one. It's probably, I would say, one of one of my favorites out of the three. I would say probably in the top two for sure. But yeah, I definitely give this one a 4 out of 5.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Any other comments y'all got? Y'all can think back.
I just want to ask, like, do you want to see more movies from this?
From this,
Because I'm gonna say, I don't know. I don't know if I want to see more. But if they keep being creative, with it, then
that's the best way that I was thinking too. If they keep being creative, if they keep coming up with something new than what they did before, I think this can do well. I'm not saying drag it, but you know what I mean. But in a way where, like, if you can be imagine.
If he was bringing something new, then I'll be interested.
I put it this way. So like they in the first two, they found out how to kill these things, right?
Right.
I would say if they had to do another one, maybe just one more, and like people like realizing how you kill these things and how you can change the world back to normal. Maybe that'd probably be it for me though. If you did one more like that, but other than that, probably
we kind
not.
of get it.
Yeah, we get the concept. Like probably not. I think this will be good.
Yeah, and not only that too. I think I would like to see after they figure this out, like what the world would be like after. You know what I mean? How would we move from what we just experienced? Because you know what I mean. So, and I think that's what I would want to. I want to see. I want to see how us as humans. What did we learn from this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I can agree.
Well, thanks for watching the video, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you guys like about the movie, and we'll see you next time.